yeah, I just wanted to work hard and pretty much just get that feeling back of being wide open on a dirt bike, full throttle, 5th, 6th gear, wide open, and just giving it everything I got. So that drive has not gone away, and the love for the sport hasn't gone away either. And I just want to get back out there and put on a show for all my fans, and yeah, just put a smile back on my face. So the whole purpose of the trip going to the States, I was actually over there training and going to get ready for the Baja 500 event. There was an actual event that came up, which was the National Hare and Hound, that I got offered to do, and looking for better in my career, looking to get over there, I accepted it and went for the ride and had a go at it. Leading up to the event, I was feeling pretty confident and excited to be there, so I was pretty much just building on myself, leading up to hopefully maybe doing the whole series next year in 2014. Yeah, the event started and all went really well. I was sitting in 2nd place behind Kurt Caselli, and yeah, it kind of was just a bit of a thing. I wasn't really allowed to pass him because he does the event full time, so I just wanted to sit behind him and learn as much as possible and do the best I could. Yeah, so the event was going well. I was sitting in 2nd, and pretty much all I can remember was I was on this straight and pretty much it was lights out for me, and then waking up in the cab of a helicopter not knowing what was going on. Yeah, like being in the helicopter was pretty much a bit of a shock to the system. I didn't know what was happening and what was going on, so I was a little bit lost to start with. I didn't really know if I was injured or really hurt. Like all I kind of remember a little bit from the helicopter is I wasn't really in like a lot of pain. Just felt like I'd really stretched my muscles a lot, and that was pretty much it. Yeah, I'm kind of lucky. I don't remember anything to the accident, so this is what's been relayed to me from another guy competing in the event. He just said that I was yeah, pretty much out to it and didn't know where I was. The guy in 3rd pulled up to see if I was okay. I apparently told him I was fine and keep going. And he's just about to take off, and the guy in 4th passed us, and about a kilometre up the track, he's crashed and cartwheeled and hurt himself. So the same guy stopped for me, he stopped for him as well. Yeah, apparently I rode over to him, so they were about another kilometre down the track. I got to him, apparently just asking heaps of weird random questions of like, where am I and what am I doing, and which way do I get out of here? And yeah, I think it had him pretty scared that something was pretty drastically wrong, and he got me off the bike just to chill out and relax. So as I was sitting there for a couple of minutes, yeah, apparently he was helping the other guy that was fallen and injured. Yeah, apparently he turned around about a few minutes later, and next thing I was on my feet, walking off into the desert, pretty much just in pants and socks and knee braces, and that was about it. So I went and had all the scans, x-rays done, not really knowing the full extent of the injury. I come out, and pretty much as soon as I got back to the room, the doctors just come barging through the room and just like scared the living hell out of me. That it was, as you said, don't move, like you're that close to being paraplegic in a wheelchair. It's very close. So yeah, that definitely set in a little bit, and yeah, it got me to lay still pretty quick. So yeah, hearing the news of pretty much I was that close to being in a wheelchair definitely scared me a fair bit. It was I didn't know what to think. I could kind of still feel all my like fingers and toes and still move everything. So I didn't really think the extent of that injury was that bad. But hearing that news, yeah, it definitely was a big reality check. So from there, yeah, I had to stay in for a day. Basically all my insurance stuff was, at that stage I thought I was covered. It was all going through. And it was about a 24-hour period that they came back to us and said that no, I wasn't going to be covered. So from there, things definitely changed big time, and I kind of thought I was going to be stuck there like I was for good, and not being able to ride a dirt bike ever again, or let alone walk properly again. The insurance pretty much came back to me and said that because I was doing an event or a race, that if for any of their insurance, if I was doing anything other than a foot race, I wasn't covered by their insurance. So kind of didn't tell me that when I was actually at their office getting the insurance, which is what I was kind of asking for to go there and into America and Mexico and race. I let everyone back home know what was going on and what was happening. Like my mum and dad, I was very appreciative of what they'd done. They flew over to America to help me out because I definitely wouldn't have been able to do it on my own. So yeah, from there it was pretty much, if I didn't have the insurance, it was going to end up costing me about $400,000 to $500,000, and yeah, that pretty much brought a tear to my eye because I'm pretty sure no one's really got that money just kind of sitting around and able to pay straight up front. My friend, good friend and trainer, Tim Cole, he made a lot of phone calls to get things organised to get me back to Australia. So I spent 7 days in hospital in the States. Then pretty much once the insurance all fell through, they pretty much kicked me out of the hospital and spent 2 days in a hotel room by myself with my mum and dad's care. So that was pretty scary as well. It was a long 2 days to be waiting. We had to get on a plane and fly home. There was a massive risk of doing that because I was in a halo system and I still had a broken neck. But the way we thought of it is it was no good to us sitting there and not being able to afford the surgery, because I was either going to be buggered sitting there and not being able to do anything for the rest of my life. So we just thought we may as well just give it our all and try our best to get home. And if it went wrong getting home, at least we knew we'd done everything we possibly could. Yeah, had a 14-hour flight home, basically on the plane from Los Angeles in California in America, and flew into Brisbane on Anzac morning. So yeah, the flight was torturous, but we got there eventually, and I was back home on Australian soil, so I was stoked. So from the surgery, I'd ended up breaking C6, 7 and T1. So I've been fused from C5 through to T1, and also 8 screws and 2 bits of rod from C5 through to T1. It hasn't really affected me much at all. At the start, the doctors said it kind of would, but I put a lot of effort into my rehab and made sure I did pretty much everything I possibly could. And I've pretty much got all my movement back, and the doctors are fairly impressed. So on my last checkup with the doctor, which is Dr. Paul Lucina in Brisbane Private Hospital, he did a wonderful job. That he actually gave me great news that at 5 months I could get back on a dirt bike, and to hear that news that early, it felt like I'd pretty much got all my Christmases and birthdays all at once rolled up into a ball. It was the happiest day of my life. I live, breathe and sleep dirt bikes, so it's all I've ever known what to do, and it's all I love doing. So we'll just see what comes, and I'll grab anything with both hands and do as much as possible, because it's came close to not being able to do it no more. I don't want to miss out and regret things later on. So just full gas and go for it.